And welcome to Coplay Media. And we got here today our guests, Sleepless Gamers. But first, we got my host, my man Dexter D.
What up?
You know, we got the man leading the plan. We got AJ Kuhn.
Hey, yo.
We got my man Vlad.
What's up?
And we got my man Trell.
What's good?
So, guys, it's a pleasure to have you here today. You know, I know AJ, we go way back. It's good to see part of the team and see you guys in action. I know you guys got a lot of exciting stuff going on. I'd love to hear about it and go into it. But first, I want to ask you guys, like each and every one of you, where are you guys from?
I'll take this first one. I'm from Indiana, born and raised, Midwest, South Bend, like Notre Dame country.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What about you, Trell?
Shoot, yeah, I'm from out Eastern Shore, Pocono City, Maryland, Salisbury, Maryland, Eastern Shore, Virginia.
A fellow Marylander, man. Yeah, I grew up in Silver Spring. What about you, Vlad?
No kidding. Baltimore born and raised, but right now I live in Silver Spring.
That's right. Silver Spring.
I'm in Wheaton actually right now. Like
in Wheaton?
Yep, I'm in Wheaton right now, right across from the mall.
That's fantastic. I remember going to Wheaton Plaza when I was a kid, man. That place is awesome. Man, so you guys have been in the area for a while now. Could you guys tell me the story of Sleepless Gamers? How'd you guys get started? How did it begin? You know, that kind of deal.
Yeah, definitely, Darius. Really started with me trying to become a live streamer. I pretty much came out of the womb with a controller. So I've always had video games near and dear to my life, you know, sneaking into my older brother's room to play a system, waking up at 4 a.m. before dad was awake to play games in the morning. Like, you know, I did it all. And then when live streaming kind of started popping off, you know, 3-4 years ago, I mean, it's popped off for a while, but another popping off point, I tried to dabble with it. And, you know, I have a little bit of a, personality to me, and it was still struggling. So I noticed the problem with even me trying to do live streaming. And instead of, I guess, grinding out as a live streamer, I decided I wanted to find a way to make it easier. So that started a journey that's had, a lot of moving parts and pivots along the way. I've been lucky enough to meet good people like Vlad and Trell, along with others that have, joined forces. So that's kind of where it started. It started with a gamer trying live streaming and recognized the problem. And now we're trying to build a platform and a tool to, help other live streamers generate a network.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome. So is this what you guys are doing full time, or do you also have other endeavors that you're pursuing as well?
I mean,
like a daytime job. You guys got a daytime job? Or y'all doing this 24/7?
Yeah. I mean, I got a daytime job and stuff like that, but I work overtime to get this thing going.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah. I totally feel you.
Batman doesn't tell you he's Bruce Wayne. So.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody did the
I might have another job.
So what are you guys playing right now personally? Is there any games out there that you guys play like on a personal basis? You see, I got my PlayStation 5 in the background. I got my trophy back here. I got it. Is there any games that you guys are playing right now?
How long did it take you to get that PlayStation?
I scrapped and I fought and it was the hardest thing. You know what I'm saying? I had to coordinate. I had to coordinate with several people and get mad tweets to see who was getting in stock. And then I was going onto the website and I was like clicking over and over again. And I finally got through. I think I got through on Costco.
Wow,
and
lucky man.
Yeah. The order took forever, but finally it shipped out, man. And it is tough. I did it. I waited, and I got a PlayStation without paying over market value. You know what I'm saying? I'm very happy.
Oh man, wow, bravo!
Hats off,
bravo.
Right?
Bravo. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
That. Is there anything that you guys play? Are you guys like PC guys? Are you guys PlayStation guys? Xbox guys? Is there a preference? Or does everybody have their own preference as Sleepless Gamers?
Crazy because we all kind of play different genres. Like for example, I'm huge into MOBAs, so like League of Legends is my game. Nobody can tell me nothing about it.
I'm terrible at MOBAs. But Brandon is real. I mean, Dexter D is really good at it. Dexter D is way better than me. What position do you play? Are you a jungler or?
Yeah, I made mid and jungle. That's my 2 roles in rank.
Mid and jungle, man.
I'm a pretty fierce Sivir mid and Iron jungle.
That's
scary.
Yeah. That's tight. We just got finished playing before joining, and we were playing. I play top with Garen usually.
Oh yeah.
Or so I try and run some kind of support.
Yeah, we gotta. If you support all ADC, yeah, we gotta link up for that.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I warn you right now, though, I'm terrible. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I know you want to. I know Dexter D is just looking at it. He's like, yeah, he sucks. Go ahead.
You can see the smile just breaking through. Let's just say the truth behind here is tilting.
Yeah. Oh.
Ever so slightly.
What about you, Trell, AJ? What games do you guys play?
I'm more so of a sports game. Like I'm playing FIFA, Madden, 2K.
Okay.
Yeah. Anybody play that?
That's what's up. Yeah, I tried getting into FIFA. I am more of a fighting game player, and I play a lot of RPGs, and that's usually like, so when I play games like FIFA and Madden, I'm usually losing. You know what I'm saying? But I play. I'm down. You know what I'm saying? I'm down. My friends are better than me at it, so they usually choose to play it, or I'll try and dodge it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about those FIFA loot boxes?
I mean, I don't even really know what that is. I more so just play like online, like multiplayer and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, multiplayer is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really like the bulk of the game. Just playing folks online, like.
I mean, sports games right now are definitely at a fantastic point. Like, I cannot tell real from fake, on the right day.
Oh yeah, right. The graphics, if you're looking at it and you're just in passing, yeah, it looks completely real. Like the graphics have really come a long way.
Oh yeah, I mean, sports for me was like NHL games back in the Genesis a long damn time ago. I mean, these days, like people can pull like full pro moves on like Madden and NBA and whatnot. It's right over the head at this point for me.
I mean, yeah, but Madden though is like the staple. Everybody plays Madden. I know everybody can pick up a game of Madden. You know what I'm saying? Everybody says that they're vicious too. There's never not been a person who plays Madden for over like 4 hours and been like, I'm not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like, I'm the truth of Madden.
I mean, I was bad like a few months ago. Like I just started playing like a couple months ago.
Oh, okay.
Went through the career mode, went through all that because I didn't play Madden. I ain't played Madden since back in like 2015, like several years. So like when I got the new system, the new system and the new game, like the controls changed, and I was like, oh shit, it was weird, but nah, I'm nice now. Like,
let me ask you this: with those games, do you feel the need to keep on buying the new version? Because like a new Ford Escape comes out every single year, a new Madden comes out every single year. Is that really all that important that you keep up with the Joneses on it, or?
If it's, Madden, I don't think too much, but if it was like 2K, call your friends, like get a new game, stuff like that. So who like 2K or something like that? Yeah, FIFA to me, graphics, the game modes and everything kind of like still the same, still similar. So FIFA no, right. Madden probably no either, but 2K, yeah, you gotta get new shit 2K. Like that's
okay. I feel like if my team was winning, I would definitely have to buy that game and stick with that. And that's why I still play Madden 93 when the skins were great.
I would still play that too.
Yeah.
Magic, man. You got Fitzmagic now, right? Everything's better.
Everything will get there one day.
Yeah.
What about you, AJ? I know you play a lot of shooters, man. I know you, man. You be shooting, dog.
Yeah, I'm like Freddy Krueger. Give him a nightmare on Warzone. Like, I'm sweaty. I play that.
Oh man, we got to get on some games.
I know, man. We always talk
zombies.
About life happens, but I play that. I like Madden a lot too. I haven't played it nearly as much, but I do think, you were saying that these games are the same right now, but Madden has a way of like, maybe their features aren't like exactly different, but like even them, like when they fall into the ground or, kind of bouncing off contact, it's gotten more and more realistic, I think, even more. And I know like the last two Maddens, it's like, what are the differences? But it just seems like the way that they're having players collide with one another, it's a little bit more realistic to me.
Yeah. Yeah, the physics will just work a lot better.
Mm.
Is there any games that you guys play together online with? Do you guys play together, or is it like, different games that you play that you guys don't play exactly the same type of games? Because that just happens sometimes,
I was watching Montreal play Warzone last night. That was funny. We played it like 5 times.
Funny for the oh no.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, me and AJ gonna link up one day. Like
the entire time he's playing, I'm just I want to say so much. Let the kid learn on his own.
That's the only way they can learn, right? Gotta learn on their own.
It was bad.
Hey man, it's all good. It's a learning experience,
We have another guy that works for us named Garrett. He's a Warzone player. He's pretty good. He's like a 1.25 KD. He's nice.
Oh, okay.
Ain't bad for Warzone. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, positive KD. KDR, like
hard.
That's much better than I'm doing right now. That's much better than what I'm doing.
I fell off with Call of Duty back in like Modern Warfare 2.
Dexter, you used to be a beast in Call of Duty. Like he used to be like surgical. You can see him on the screen. See how he's moving.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like a bear. I swim upstream and I catch the salmon as they go by. You know what I mean? You gotta have like a philosophy about it. But I just got bored for a second, and then I just picked up an RPG and like, this is fun. And I lost all of my aim because of like 2 months with an RPG. And hey, now I know the Gulag map like the back of my hand. I'll tell you what.
Oh man, I remember no matter what game, Dexter always flouts map awareness. You know what I'm saying? Map awareness.
Oh, you gotta have the map awareness now.
Gotta know where everything is. You gotta know where people are.
They're a lot of fun in Warzone too, because you can make a team very upset real quick.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely. So I remember the reason about talking about how Sleepless Gamers began. Is what exactly to make it easier for gamers? What are we bringing to them to make it easier? How will we be in the short and long term doing that for them?
Yeah, definitely. I don't want to go into exactly a whole lot of detail.
Not exactly. Yeah.
I can say, we're building a platform for live streamers. There's going to be a lot of networking avenues for streamers to be able to connect with one another so they can better their stream.
That's dope.
We're working on a tool. We're going to have a tool and a feature in a certain role that might even bring some opportunity for outsiders to kind of orchestrate their own maybe league or lobby. But we're working on a tool that'll really be able to help live streamers inherit an audience.
That's okay. Tight. That's tight. That's super tight. Yeah, I know you don't tell me.
I don't want people that are building this to get mad at me, right?
I got so many questions, but like it sounds like this is Area 51 right here. Let me be blessed with the knowledge we've been given.
Yeah, I just want to know that the secret sauce tastes good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know the ingredients, but I like that.
We'll be the first to get samples. I can promise you that.
All right.
Yes, I appreciate it, man. And I remember there's a earlier you hit me up about a type of survey that was going around. Could you please expound on that and just tell me about it if you can?
Yeah, definitely. Trell, Vlad, you guys got stuff you want to see? I mean, they're the brains behind the survey. Like I've pitched in and I network it out, but like they're the guys that are finding the right questions to ask, and they have the brain for that, past mine.
Missed off, but yeah, pretty much we at the stage that we want to make sure that whatever we're building is going to be what our audience, what our streamers or viewers or gamers want to see. So what is the best way of doing that? We want to collect as much information about like some of the streamers, like streaming habits, what kind of like categories they like, and then we want to be able, without giving them too much detail, we want to be able to take that information and then we want to be able to build, our product. We want to be able to build like whether we're using like machine learning or AI or whatever. We want to build it so it caters to that particular individual. Whether you're a streamer, whether you just like watching, whether you like just being entertaining, whatever it is. We want to be able to point people in the right direction that will grab their interest in our platform.
That sounds tight, man. An AI butler that gives me what I want. I like that, man. That sounds super tight to hear about it. And where is there a central place that a person can go to, or a place that we could they just reach out and get these surveys to fill out? Is there a place that folks can go to for it?
So right now we are conducting panel interviews of live streamers so we can actually get face to face and talk to them and feel their pain points. And then we keep reconstructing the survey right now. So like we had, where I launched it out, we had some feedback, critique certain questions. And now we're running probably one live streamer interview a week where we're getting 4 or 5 of these guys and have a few questions already. Then through conversation, we come up with some other questions. So kind of we're probably a week away before getting on a platform and launching out surveys where I think we'll be able to maybe pass those out. But we're an interview deep with this guy, Jacoby Diers. He's awesome.
Yeah.
His name's Commander Quest, but he's got a decent following. But we interviewed him last week, and he definitely opened up a lot of eyes on our team, because some of them they've dabbled with live streaming a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But we just got to talk to someone who's been doing it for a year, and it was of great value for sure.
Yeah, I absolutely understand. Streaming is a difficult thing, and there's a bunch of pain points with it. And I think that it can always be made to be easier. I think there's definitely a plethora of ways that, gaming and how people interact with each other online while it's going on can definitely be improved. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I love it, man, and I definitely want to go back into it and talk more about Sleepless Gamers again and go back to it. But if I could also just get your input on this tech talk right here, first and foremost, are there any games that you guys are looking forward to that's coming out? Is there something that you guys are waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Any games that I'm personally looking for the new Mass Effect. You know what I'm saying? That new Mass Effect was tight. I'm a huge fan of Mass Effect, and to be able to play Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, back to back is I can't wait for that. Also, it's gonna sound real nerdy. It's gonna sound super nerdy. Legend of Mana. Do you guys remember that game, Legend of Mana? It came out in '96.
Nah, man.
What
are you talking about here?
It's hella shaking head.
I was nah, I don't fuck with it. It's a great game. It's a great game. It's an old school game. It's PlayStation 1, and it was drawn out. It was a drawn out game, And it's just, I'm looking forward to it. I know it's coming out in the next couple of months, just for the nostalgia, really.
They haven't released since PlayStation 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is wild.
So they're finally bringing it back. And,
it was that bad in the beginning, and now they're like, hey, we can't have it be like that. We got to.
It's a classic, man. It's a classic, man. It's a classic. Oh,
man.
I promise you, man. What about you guys? What are y'all looking for?
I got you. I'll try anything once, man.
I bet you there's 2-player. There's a 2-player mode. You can join in for the 2-player mode. So, a lot of RPG games don't really have that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
What about you? What kind of games are you guys looking forward to?
The new GTA.
I'm looking forward to Halo.
That new GTA.
Oh, there's a new one coming out. I didn't even hear about this yet.
Yeah.
For half a decade for the new GTA. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. That's
that
true.
New GTA. You can't go wrong with GTA. You know what I'm saying? You guys gonna be online with that? You guys gonna be online playing that?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. I'm definitely gonna get some GTA Online. That game is awesome, man.
That's a classic.
Absolutely. Is any other games coming out that you guys might, be looking forward to?
Yeah. Riot is same creators of League of Legends. They just released a mobile version, Wild Rift, I think it's called.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. So I definitely want to try that out. At least give me a fresh start, because I'm currently in elo hell.
Yeah.
It's over to this.
I would love to have another chance to get good at this game.
That's everybody's pain when you're in playing.
I've already heard some personal reviews for it. I've heard some good things for it, for what it is.
That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, man.
I can't wait.
Gonna have to up the old, data allowance a month just for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's a good thing about, Steam and stuff like that. They do really well with games. So have you guys heard that PlayStation is closing down its PS3, PSP, and PS Vita game store?
Yeah, I did read on that a little bit. That's interesting, right?
Yeah. Like, it's gonna close the stores so that nobody will be able to download any more of their games anymore. You won't be able to access those games. Like, and I was reading the footage on it. It's really scary stuff because it's like, when I was a kid, I used to have like a stack of video games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was always like wheeling and dealing with GameStop, trying to make it work, like trading the 3 or 4 games that sold to get the new joint that came out, trading in the systems and everything. And now since we've kind of ran into this trend of everybody downloading games, like, do you feel as if PlayStation might be setting off a bad trend that might be bad for downloadable games? Like, do you think this is going to affect all the money that I could get? You can't sell no game back. You can't
Yep.
do it. And at least having it in your value was like the best part of it. But limited hard drive space and limited space in general. Like, how would we be able to do that? Like, do you think that it's going to be a problem in the future?
I had a question. Is this like, so the games that were downloaded on those and the people that downloaded, do they not have it anymore? Is it like gone?
Well, so you can download the games. Like, say if you had it on like your hard drive or something, you might be able to just download most of your games on your hard drive.
Yeah.
But after a certain period, after a certain date, you will no longer be able to access those games. So you can't, after a certain date, you won't be able to buy those games, sell. You can't do anything with them. It's just you download it. If you download it, you got it. If not, it's so long. And
thank you for your money.
Thank you for your money. We appreciate your money. We no longer use it.
Oof.
You might have just, and maybe I got the PlayStation 5, but what if you're in another country and the hottest thing that you got cracking right now is the PlayStation 3? And because that's what you guys got, that's what you're rocking with, and you no longer have access to the updates, the games in which that
no more support and all that. Yeah,
no more support. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it makes you think, like, is it gonna happen to our PS4 one day? When will all the games? I got like 120 games.
You still wheeling and dealing them.
Still wheeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still want to do something with all that I've invested in, or at least know that it'll be safe for a long, long time. Like I used to think that my games would always be safe because there's no way that my disc can get scratched anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one can step on my CD and it's broken forever. But now it's like, are all my games on a time frame? Like, is my system gonna die and all the games that I enjoy playing or haven't finished playing yet gonna go away one day?
Yeah, it kind of seemed that way.
I mean, that's the thing that really makes me wonder with this article.
Sony's kind of always been a little more stern when it comes to the business side of stuff. You're right. Like, Microsoft just kind of has more of a hominess to it versus Sony's like, we got to do this for the numbers. Plus, like, they have all the VR. So, like, this will be something for a lot of people to, have content to talk about, but they always get their numbers right, it seems like.
Absolutely. And do you think this is going to push more people to Microsoft? Like, I don't know if you guys are PS5 or PlayStation fanboys, but does this shake in your, your
Actually,
your loyalty?
We asked for what games you play, but any of you guys on Xboxes or?
I'm on an Xbox. Yep.
You got Xbox?
PlayStation.
I'm
common PlayStation fan person.
So I'm talking about.
What
about you, Vlad? What about you, Vlad? You PC? You neutral, man? You Switzerland?
Yeah, fortunately I'm PC. I don't really.
Oh, then he's fine regardless.
Yeah, you're fine.
You guys, that's on you guys. Yeah.
He's just sitting back there sipping some thermal paste.
That's between you guys.
Oh dear.
Don't worry about
that's why I'm not talking during this part. So.
The commoners are having a squabble.
My man Vlad is like, I don't care what y'all do. You know what I'm saying?
I'll figure it out.
Drew, what are you on?
You talking to me?
Yeah, it's Brandon, and it's Brandon, right? Yeah.
It's all good. I'm a man who goes by many names, including Drew, apparently. That's all good.
Drew is our producer guy. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't Dexter, right? It's not.
Appreciate that. Shouts out to Drew. Drew's the person who created this amazing dragon. My finger's cut out here. Like my office space. It's beautiful. Appreciate your work, Drew. I'm probably more of a PlayStation fanboy. I don't really like that terminology, but I've never owned Xbox that I was thoroughly enjoying. I don't really have any I don't really have too much of an allegiance to their exclusives. You know what I mean? And that's, I guess, what it all comes down to for me is like, what is the stuff that I can only play on your system? And I don't really feel like less of a person for Halo.
Yeah.
And that's really where it ends, right? So, oh no, I didn't have Halo. But what about Fable?
Fable wasn't that tight. Like I had an Xbox. And it wasn't that tight. Like I had it, I owned it, and I was like, this is, you know, Halo was great, definitely. But
oh sure, yeah, Halo, right?
Halo.
Everyone dropped out of college for Halo. You know what I'm saying? Halo, you want some? I mean, but besides from that though, like I was a person who has a PlayStation 2 and PSP. I didn't get a Vita, and a PlayStation 3, and so I'm sitting here like wondering, so like, am I missing out on anything? And I don't really think so, man. I mean, like, how many of you guys who have Steam accounts have like games on games that you will never get around to playing? I mean, I'm also like a PlayStation Plus person, so I get 2 free games every month.
Yep.
And I do not remember a good 75% of the games I got in my library because of that. So, I mean, it doesn't really bother me too much. I don't feel like I'm missing out on it, but like, as the supporter for Sony, I'm sitting here wondering, so does this mean we're going to start passing the savings at some point to the player? So if we're no longer having to publish and distribute all of this plastic, all of these CDs and whatnot, are games now going to be like $55 when they first come out?
I think they could be cheaper. I think the reasons why they have it for being so expensive is not worth the price point that they've increased it by. And it brings up to the question of, would you be able to download all the games you ever had on a hard drive? Like, I got a terabyte hard drive, and Call of Duty is like 200 gigs. You know what I'm saying? Like Call of Duty is like 250 gigs, bro. Like it's fat, bro. Like it's taking up like this much of our hard drive space right now. Like
for like modes and junk you don't even play, man.
But there's no way that I would be able to download all the games that I could ever have and you know, hold on to it and be able to save it, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that it's updated. And that's the only thing. Like I'm not saying I'm getting rid of PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna not get rid of my precious PlayStation 5, you know what I'm saying? No. You know, but it just makes me wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes me wonder, like they could do better than that. It's not like Microsoft wouldn't do that, because I remember when Microsoft was talking smack and talking about not making games backwards compatible. There was a time, right? Like where they were talking about it, and then they kind of moonwalked. If not that, they were talking about not being able to share games. Like there would be some sort of like, you know, burned in address or like license tie-in to your system or account and whatnot. So you couldn't physically hand somebody a game disc. And I know what you mean. Like that really, you know, burned a terrible taste in my mouth too. Like that was some evil Empire Death Star type feel right there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's definitely some Empire thought type stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I definitely wonder about that. And just bring it up, just, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of curious about that kind of stuff. And I guess more of in a sports fashion. I know like Sleepless Gamers, you guys deal with esports and whatnot, and I'd love to have your input, your input on it. What do you think of the future of esports? And, you know, what has been your involvement? You know, have you guys been part of it? Do you guys like esports? Do you think esports is going to be a new thing? Like, how do you guys feel about it?
I feel pretty good about esports. I mean, it's growing more and more. We've kind of taken the approach from our side of with building a live streaming platform versus someone that wants to play very competitive. They don't want the camera on. They want to play. So we've kind of had to tilt our head a little bit and look at it. But we want to be a path for esports on our network. Like I was looking around, I wasn't seeing a lot of like video game high school profile mix type things for video game players. And I think with a live streaming platform, maybe there's something there down the road. We're not like, you know, I don't have esports sponsorships or anything like that. It's just, I definitely think that is a huge future for video games, is the competitive side, because it creates opportunity, right? It's its own bubble of opportunity. And then, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, there's gonna be people that are esports and maybe they fall into live streaming eventually, and because they're so good, they get the audience, and maybe they have to put the screen on, or maybe they don't even have to, you know. But it's not something where we're just like working with it every day, but I definitely think it's on the roadmap.
On the roadmap.
Yeah.
Has a future.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and if I also want to add, like, you know, a lot of people like what stops them from playing from gaming professionally, you know, it's like, you know, their own fears, their own like a esteem, you know, I'm not good enough at. You know, one thing we do want to do, you know, and something we can help. We want to be inclusive to all like types, you know, all skill levels. You know, we want, you know, that's something that I really enjoy. Like, for example, like I'm gonna go back to like League of Legends. Like I watch like, you know, the top teams, you know, like Team Solo Mid and all them. You know, those are the top guys like winning big money for those times. But I'm like, man, I just want like a chance to like be able to like play in a tournament. So one thing they did really good is they introduced this mode called Clash, which is pretty much, you know, League of Legends like tournaments for all skill levels. See, we want to be like inclusive with that too. Like we want, like, you know, just because like you're not a, you know, full-time gamer, you're not like, you know, pulling millions and hundreds of thousands of streams, you know, we still want to give you the opportunity to compete, show yourself off, you know, gain the audience by doing so. So yeah.
Well, I mean, it's all about the personality when it comes to streaming, right?
It's not just about skill. It's definitely not just about skill. I think that personality really brings the flavor into that gaming, and it's just,
yeah,
you know, I completely agree with what you said, Vlad. That is definitely important, and being able to include those, you know, who I don't want to say, we don't want to say people who suck. We want to say people who are a novice into a game, but still have a great personality and still have great interaction with their crowd.
Now I'll hold that thought. You suck, sir.
I suck.
You suck.
I suck at League of Legends. I suck. We got it on record.
You're really good at support.
I'm terrible.
Or lack thereof.
I'm terrible. What about you, Trell? Is there anything you look like you wanted to say something for a second?
Yeah, no, we definitely most definitely want to focus on esports gamers. I mean, it's growing very, very fast, even in other countries who where esports is very, very prominent and it's starting to gain a lot more speed in the United States. So definitely want to focus on esports gamers, try to solve problems to help them grow their fan base or whatever, and so they can start streaming and want to stream and solve their pain points.
Yeah, man. Serve the community.
I firmly believe that, you know, gaming is going to be that hot spot between real actual sports and, like, you know, chess and games and other competitions. Is going to be that sweet spot where eventually virtual will be able to catch up with it. And I hope that as technology in the industry increases, that it will also have, you know, it'll be able to read us better and different things with the game and let us compete in different other ways. And I just really just think that there's a huge future for esports. And in fact, if it's all right with you guys, I wanted to talk about the top 10 games based on money that you can win. You know what I'm saying? And
shoot. I was about to say, the future is now, old man. Like, look at these prize pools here. Like 10 years ago, I would have never thought that, like, you know, being just raw at Dota, a Warcraft 3 mod would net you $8.87 million. Screaming fans. People wearing your shirt.
We got to start
away.
We got to start from the beginning.
I'm sorry, I got anxious. I want this money. I'll never get it, but I want this money. You know what I'm saying?
It gives me hope. You know what I'm saying? It gives me hope that one day that I can make it. You know, but and I don't know, and I want to know if you guys play these games too. The first one that we have at the lowest is Rocket League. Rocket League. Have any of you guys ever played Rocket League? It's $2.6 million.
I played it.
I got a son. Yeah, I play it.
Oh man,
I love Rocket League. Yeah, it's fun.
Rocket League is vicious, and they also have their own internal tournament system that you can use to work your way up and organize with other people.
They do.
And it is just a super fun game. I suck at Rocket League too. There are games that I'm good at. I swear to God, I'm good at video games. I promise you.
No, there's not. There's not a single game I think of. I've seen them all, man.
You see me in Soul Calibur. You see me in Street Fighter. You see me in any kind of Marvel-based game. I got you.
Okay.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, see me.
One trick pony up here.
Yeah,
Hadoukens all day. All right, gotcha.
Hey, it's a great flip though. It's a great flip. The next one that I got is Hearthstone. I don't really play like a lot of card games. You know what I'm saying? But like this is a really interesting game. You know, I've played it a couple of times. I'm not a huge Hearthstone fan. Vlad, do you play Hearthstone? Do you?
Oh, actually, I know I keep speaking on the variety in League of Legends, but they released their own version of like a Hearthstone called Legends of Runeterra. So it's a card game. You know, you got your League of Legends champions, like you got your like Misfortunes in there, you got your Garens, you got your all that. So
really,
yeah, same concept, turn by turn, like base game. You know, strategy. You know, pretty much take down the opponent's nexus. You know, very very similar concept. So yeah, I could definitely. If you like Hearthstone, you'll definitely like that game too.
Really? I gotta check that out, man. that out.
I never thought there could be like really a market for like, okay, so card games, I get that. Magic the Gathering, I get that. I don't play it, but I get that.
I was about to say you.
But hold on. Let's buy a $60 game for it, right? And we're gonna sit here, we're gonna play cards on the computer screen. And hey man, God bless America, God bless the children. What can I say? I'm glad they got a place.
As growing up, like I was a nerd. Like I was into like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all that. And
yeah.
I was into Pokemon. Yeah.
Definitely prefer like just sitting there right in front of somebody and like play cards like physically. Like
right.
You know, I mean, it's this day and age. You know, we're getting all into like so.
They ain't the same though. Like
I can dig it.
I just slam a card down, like bam, in person.
Yeah, you know, right? Domino as you throw down that Charizard.
Yeah.
Or something.
Absolutely. You know, they still got a lot of. Well, maybe not. They used to. In 2020, before everything, they used to have a lot of those tournaments, those card tournaments going on where people would still meet up at shops. Usually it's like the comic book shop or like the local game area, you know, where people would really get together and have like those card competitions and really be going in like Yu-Gi-Oh or something. And I thought that was really interesting. I heard that they can make a lot of money too, those card games. Like those Pokemon cards, like have you seen how much they're worth now? Like
I don't want to look.
Man,
I had so many.
I don't want to look. No one. Yeah. Let's focus on these esport values. I don't want to know how much that red binder of mine is no longer worth.
That one Charizard, man. That one Charizard right there.
All right. Number eight.
So number 8, we got PUBG. Now, I ain't never played PUBG. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't played it. Like, I just never played PUBG. Like, did anybody here play PUBG?
I played it a few times, yeah.
Yeah, you played it a few times. It's good. It says right here that people can get up to $4 million playing PUBG, which is an impressive amount of money. You know what I'm saying?
It is pretty good. It was terrible. I don't like the third person view. I'm a first person view guy. But
it was like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like it just didn't look. Yeah. It didn't look right. It didn't look as good as Overwatch. Overwatch is the next one at 4.36 million. And Overwatch is one of the best games. Like I still play Overwatch to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking forward to Overwatch 2. I enjoy having those MOBA kind of concepts with the first person shooting kind of first person view, you know? Mm-hmm. And I just really enjoy it. Anybody else here playing? Nah? Yeah?
I played it a long time ago. Yeah, it's been a minute. A little bit.
It's interesting how they married all those concepts together, though. That was definitely a job well done, mashing all that together.
Absolutely, and it's definitely a good way of like a lot of these games are really like 5-man teams, getting together. And I think that's another thing that kind of puts us in a disadvantage with the whole esports concept, is because, you know, like I still want just like we want novices to be able to jump into a game, I think there should also be kind of like, you know, more tournaments and whatnots for beginner players, expert players, that kind of thing.
All right.
And,
I mean, all you need is a good matchmaking system, which that does not exist.
Yo, it's very difficult to have, you know, a lot of people constantly playing the game and a lot of people who are new coming into the game. It's very hard to match up all those people at the same time with the system in the same, you know what I'm saying, in different places all around the world. It's super difficult. The next one that we got at number 6 is Rainbow Six at $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rainbow Six is another great shooter. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I played it a little bit. I don't think any of you guys played it, right? Like, nobody else here really played Rainbow Six?
Nah.
I bet those matches go deep though. There's a lot of detail to Rainbow Six.
Like Rainbow Six is just like, it's more, I don't know. It's a good game, but it doesn't compare to Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Call of Duty just has that whole arcade free range.
Right.
You know, it's not, I feel as if Call of Duty doesn't take itself as seriously as Rainbow Six. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You got the reticle, you get 50 points when you kill somebody. You know, it's there's still a lot of arcade elements to it, and it's just in my opinion, just like so much more of a fast moving game. You know, the next one we got, Fortnite at $7 million. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's crazy.
And Fortnite has always kind of seemed like that kind of kiddie game, you know what I'm saying? It's very
it's just not meant for you, D.
It's definitely not meant for me.
You're too old, man.
Yeah. I feel like that old cynical guy now is like, this game shouldn't have gotten that far. And
How did it? I'm wondering like how much money they made. Like, this is total for just 2020, right? Like, what was 2019? Like,
yeah.
Did they go down? Did they make more? I'm just kind of curious. I feel like Fortnite's been kind of like dying for a while, but it's not. It's still alive. It's still very relevant.
I think it is. Like, Fortnite is on kind of like the decline, you know, but it was like when it first came out, Fortnite was huge. Like Fortnite became like like $1 billion concept, like in a very short amount of time. It became worth as much as like a Destiny. You know,
it snatched up the kids. It snatched up the kids. That's where it got it. It was the Bugs Bunny. It was the Bugs Bunny of video games for a time.
Oh man. And it's just awesome. Have you guys seen that Travis Scott thing? That was on Fortnite, right? The whole Travis Scott concert thing.
That was on Twitch, right?
Yeah, it was on Twitch. Yeah. The next game that we have is League of Legends. League of Legends with $8 million. You can really make some. We can really make some grown-up money. Yo, Vlad, we need you on the team.
Yeah, team up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get this money, y'all.
Let's get this money, guys.
Got 5 people right here. Let's get it.
Let's get it. You know, 8 million. We can split that. We can split that up. That'd be awesome. Like, that's some real money that you can live off of right there.
I'm cool with that.
I mean,
but have you guys played that real like tournament mode? Like, I've only played, you know, just what is it? The kind of casual mode, is that? What are we playing?
Normals and ranked. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, playing ranked.
Yeah, my man over here is 28. I went
28.
You're 28. I went 30 like about a week ago. And the very next game I joined, not even a ranked game, but again, matchmaking, right? Entirely new games. Like, someone just grabbed me by my ankles, was just shaking me upside down, taking all the coins out of my pocket. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that game definitely has got like a lot of a learning curve. I mean, they got like over 150 champions now. So like, if you the real pros, they understand like each one of them, like just have everything memorized. They're like, oh, this person can do that. That person can hit me from here. You know, so it's definitely a lot of learning curve to that game. But yeah, they release I did play competitive like League of Legends. Like I said, they have a game mode called Clash, and it opens up like once or twice a month, like every Saturday. Actually, it's gonna be one tonight. Actually, yeah. So pretty much like you assemble your team. You have like 2 hours to like put together a team of 5, and then like you're in the provisional kind of stage until they fill up the brackets. And then pretty much your team wins. You get to like pretty much like that.
That's tight.
Man, if we didn't suck, I would totally try that. But
you know
suck.
what I'm saying? hey, I felt a lot better watching Dexter play ranked. You know what I'm saying? And saw him dying like me. I was like, okay. I'm not alone.
Whoa, sir, I did not die like you. I did die. That is a fact. I did go like single digit / double digit. That's very true. But it's not like you, buddy.
Okay. It just made me feel better. Just
like like when you start out like normal to like down here, like ranked is like a whole like head level like higher, and then once you get to Clash, it's like even harder. Like the competition is unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the competition is awesome.
I believe that.
And it's not toxic either. Like I will give League of Legends like
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not toxic.
See what I'm saying? This guy doesn't pay attention to nothing in the game.
I don't talk to people. I don't do anything. I don't do none of that stuff. I don't do those caution clicks. I don't do caution clicks.
We'll move the show along. I got stories for days on this dude. It's cool. Put them in the pocket.
we should move on.
So, actually making more than League of Legends, I'm surprised about this, is Dota 2 with $8.8 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not. So does that mean that Dota 2 is better than League of Legends?
That's exactly what that means.
How long?
Is it less toxic? What game can I play with people telling me that I don't suck?
I mean, how bad do you suck?
It's a fighting game and pretty good.
Pull up his match history for the last 20 games.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. Actually, my grade is like a solid C. I'm like a solid C in League of Legends. You know what I'm saying? Just
C's get degrees. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that.
Just barely making it by. That's how bad I'm doing. But
that dude.
I've actually never played Dota 2. Like I've downloaded it, so I don't know how much it's like League of Legends. Is it very similar to League of Legends?
Well, Dota was the godfather of MOBAs. I think other IPs came along like League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm, and a long time ago there's this game called Heroes of Newerth. I think they took the formula Dota had and they kind of put a little bit more, some smoothness to it. They took out a lot of the jagged edges and definitely improved on kind of the situation there. Mm-hmm. I will like Dota more than League because I've played Dota since like high school, so I know everything that everybody can do. That's not going to surprise me, like what happened the last 1,800 matches in League. But I mean,
that's why you're tight. You've been playing this game forever. See, he never says this part right here. He never says he's been playing this game for a decade.
Well, I haven't played this game since high school. I know everything I pull out.
But no, it's all apples and oranges as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And kind of the surprising but not surprising game is Counter-Strike. Now, I don't know if you guys have played Counter-Strike, but Counter-Strike was like I remember for hours we would play the same desert level. You guys know what level I'm talking about? That same level. Over and over and over. Like, I don't even know what the other levels are. I don't know what they look like. I don't try and play them. There's no reason. I just keep wanting to play that level over and over and over again. And Counter-Strike, if you're vicious in Counter-Strike, you're just good. Just period. You're just... And they're at $14.7 million.
They've been around a long time.
A long time. You ever going on some Counter-Strike, AJ?
I haven't played it any recently, but I think it had an exclusive on the first Xbox, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, well.
And so I had played that a lot, but it's been a while. I play just Warzone, like or Call of Duty, all those games. I kind of take control of me. But I before that I played Counter-Strike a little bit.
Oh yeah. Like I mean, in Warzone, those Call of Duty, those kind of games are kind of become the mainstream games. I know out of looking at this list right here, if I were to think that there was a chance that I could win some money, it would probably be in Call of Duty. Like,
right.
Is there a game that you guys feel as if out of this list here would be your go-to if you're trying to win some bread? Somebody's got a gun up to your head and was like, we gotta make this money. You gotta choose a game. You gotta win this game. which game would y'all choose out this list, or another game if you guys don't have nothing on?
One with the fewest user base. Give you the best chances for me.
Increase those odds.
Increase those odds. I like that.
Right.
Play. All for money. I'll play.
Mine's probably be Fortnite. I mean, I feel like I would get lucky in Fortnite. I feel like I would just, I don't know, I'll hide good enough, and then when it's just me and get somebody else, I'll just get a lucky kill or something like that.
Yeah.
So just gonna hide the whole time. I love it. Yeah, you're gonna be in the bush. You can hide in the bush the whole time.
Hey man, $8 million, $8 million.
Hey,
Yo.
if you get $8 million camping, you're a smart man. You know what I'm saying? You're a smart dude.
The world is gonna hate you and never see you again.
Shout out to Ninja. So you know, as we wrap up, is there any credits, shout outs, you know what I'm saying, any plugs? You know, where can we find out more about you? Any kind of details for upcoming events? You know, is there where would we be able to find you guys?
Yes, I mean, Sleepless.gamers, our IG network, Sleepless Gamers on our Facebook page. No real big events coming up. We're going to be conducting more and more in-person live streamer interviews. So if you got anybody that wants to, you know, kind of ask some questions about their live streaming experience, we're definitely looking to connect with quite a few in the next month or two. That's kind of where we're at as a group right now, just trying to get more personal feedback from live streamers, and then get ready, be ready to present our product.
I like that. You guys got to do research. You know what I'm saying? Doing the research, building up information, you know, like, and I guess the best way is they can slide into your DMs, you know, they could probably go on the website and send an email,
Yep.
And go through the contact, I'm sure. And, you know, is there any shout outs that you guys want to give? Is there any homies you want to say, like, you know, any other people who are a part of the team you want to say what's up to, you know, anybody you want to thank or anything that might have been not here but still integral to how Sleepless Gamers came to be, you know, anything like that?
Oh man, yeah, shout out Grandma, you always been there, believed in me.
Granny.
Shout out all the haters that, you know, didn't give me their time with their eyes and their ears. Like, we doing things. Shout out Sean, my boy. He always been there riding with me. Shout out all the streamers that have been talking to me. Like, we making moves. We got it. It's cool. We almost there.
I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, go ahead.
Then just shout out to the whole SG team.
That's right.
He's not here today.
What's up? Shout out to the SG team. Shout out to everybody. You know, definitely please check out our social media as well. Check out Coplay Media. Please check out our shop at coplaymedia.com/shop. You know, we have some great stuff there too.
Some nice stuff over there, man.
Please check out our stuff. You know what I'm saying? AJ, if you guys have any stuff on there, any merchandise, we love to add it to our shop, that kind of thing, collaborate for the future. You know, Vlad, I'm serious about this League of Legends things, man. We gonna get this money, Vlad.
Run.
We gonna
Vlad has left the meeting.
Get out while you can.
It's all good, man. We gonna get it, Vlad. You gonna carry it. You're gonna carry us to victory, Vlad. So in the words of Ryder from Fate Zero, whatever you do, enjoy it to the fullest. That is the secret of life. This is Dier's, Dexter, AJ, Vlad, Montrell, Andrew, and this is Coplay Media, and we are out of here.